Hey there, it's William. Today I'm going to show you how to fix a front load Whirlpool washer that's dead or has no display. This issue might be happening if there's a faulty noise filter, a broken user interface, or even a malfunctioning control board. Let's dig into this washer together to find the culprit. Now before we get started, hit the like and subscribe button to join our do-it-yourself repair community and get notified each time we post a new video guide. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll need a 1/4 inch nut driver, flathead screwdriver, a T15 driver, and a multimeter. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always remember to disconnect your front load washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. Now let's get started. We are removing the 1/4 inch screws located at the back of the top panel. With the screws removed, we are sliding the top panel back and then lifting it up. We can set the top panel to the side, plug the power cord back in, and grab our multimeter. We are going to be testing for live voltage throughout this process. Extreme care should always be taken to protect against electrical shock, which could potentially result in serious injury. Please do not test live voltage if you are uncomfortable using a multimeter around live voltage. We're going to the noise filter at the back of the washer, and we are setting our meter to volts AC, which looks like a V with a squiggly line. We are inserting our meter probes to the white wire and the black wire. We should have 120 volts AC like we see here. We are now moving our meter probes to the two pink wires, and if there is not 120 volts AC at this point, the noise filter has failed and would need to be replaced. If there is 120 volts AC, like we see here, we will need to continue troubleshooting. We are moving to the main control board in between the noise filter and the user panel. We are testing the pink wires from the noise filter to verify 120 volts AC is reaching the main control. From here, we are going to set our meter to volts DC, which looks like a V with a dotted line. We are going to the connection UI7, which can be identified by the 5 blue wires that are side by side with no gaps. We are going to set 1 meter probe on the blue wire at pin 7, and the other probe on the blue wire at pin 3. There should be 7 volts DC. If there is not, like we see here, the main control has failed and would need to be replaced. Keep watching and I will show you how to replace the control. If there is 7 volts DC, we would need to continue troubleshooting. We are moving to the user interface panel. To do this, we are going to have to remove the 1/4 inch screws located at the top corners of the user interface panel. Once removed, we are going to go ahead and remove the dispenser drawer, as well as the T15 screws located behind the dispenser drawer. With those removed, we are going to lift up on the user panel and rotate it out. With our meter set to volts DC, we are going to test from the blue wire at pin 5 to the blue wire at pin 2 on the connection C2 for 7 volts DC. If there is 7 volts DC, the user interface panel has failed. Since we found the main control has failed, I'm going to show you how to replace it. This specific control has been discontinued, so I will be using the original part. However, this process can be used for similar control designs. We are unplugging the power cord before removing anything. There are 2 tabs on the front of the control that need to be undone to access the wires. The lock tab at the back of the control will need to be pried away from the wall like this. With it pried, we are going to slide the control back, then pull it away from the wall. It is recommended that a picture of how the wires are set up be taken to assist in reconnecting the wires. Now we are disconnecting the wires. Once you have the wires disconnected, you can remove the old main control. Once the old part is out of the way, we can install the new one. We are now reconnecting the wires. Once the wires are connected, fold the top flap back down and lock in the tabs. The control mounting post will be inserted into the mounting slots of the wall. We're going to pull it towards the front of the washer to lock it in place. To reinstall the user interface, rotate the panel back into place and lock it in. Now we can reinstall the 2 T15 screws and reinsert the dispenser drawer. Then we can put back the 2 1/4 inch screws at the front 2 corners. We are grabbing the top panel and setting it on just behind the user panel. Now we are sliding it forward and securing it at the back with the 1/4 inch screws we removed earlier. Now don't forget to plug your front load washer back in or turn that breaker back on. Thanks for watching. Once you've found the faulty part, grab your model number and head over to appliancepartspros.com to order a replacement, which should arrive in just a few days. After you get your new part, we'll walk you through the installation with our video guides. Share your repair experience with us by leaving a comment below. And if this video helped you, hit the like and subscribe buttons to see more videos like this. Thanks for your support.